Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board Delta, a member of the Sky Team. This is Delta Airlines flight number 801, now nonstop service to Tokyo's Narita International. To ensure an on-time departure, please help us by stepping the aisles as quickly as possible. Show your belongings. To ensure that we can accommodate everyone's carry-on baggage, please place smaller items under the seat in front of you and larger items in the overhead bins. We always suggest that you place rollerboards into the overhead bins with the wheels or handles towards the back of the bin. This allows us to accommodate additional bags in the overhead bin. If there is no seat in front of you, all items must be stowed in an overhead bin for takeoff and landing. Mobile phones and other electronic devices may be used until the boarding door is closed. For your safety, laptop computers may not be stowed in the seat pockets. Further information regarding approved electronic devices can be found in Sky Magazine, which is located in your seat pocket. Please note that federal regulations prohibit the use of mobile phones in flight.
皆様こんにちは。本日はスカイチームアライアンスメンバー正式にデルタ航空となりましたノースウェスト航空をご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。ご搭乗機はノースウェスト航空801便成田国際空港でございます。定刻出発のために皆様のご理解ご協力をお願いいたします。お荷物を上の棚におしまいになられましたら一旦通路を開けて他のお客様をお通しください。上の棚を開けになる際には中のお荷物が滑り落ちてくる場合もございますので十分にご注意ください。なおスーツケースなどの大きなお荷物は上の棚に、小さなお手回り品などは前の座席の下におしまいください。携帯電話やその他の電子機器は搭乗口が閉まりますまでの間ご使用いただけますが、搭乗口が閉まりました際には電源をお切りの上おしまいください。安全上の理由によりラップトップコンピューターはシートポケットの中に入れないようにご注意ください。利用可能な電子機器に関しましてはシートポケットの中に入っております機内紙スカイをご参照ください。なお米国連邦航空局の規定により飛行中の携帯電話のご使用は禁止されておりますのでご了承ください。本日のございます。
For those of you that ordered duty-free merchandise from the duty-free shops in the airport, if you have not yet received your duty-free package, please come to the boarding door and we will have it there for you. Please bring your receipt with you.
ご案内申し上げます。空港内で免税品をお求めになられてまだお受け取りいただいていないお客様は前方搭乗口に届いておりますので受け取り書をお持ちの上至急お越しください。
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding door is now closed. Please turn off and stow all mobile phones and all other electronic devices. Before we leave the gate, all passengers must be seated with seatbelts and fastened. All tray tables and carry-on items stowed and aisle armrests lowered. In addition, footrests and video monitors must be stowed. If you're seated at an exit seat, please review the exit seating responsibilities on the safety information card in your seat pocket. If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions, please contact a flight attendant and we'll be happy to find you another seat. Thank you and welcome on board. Flight attendants, doors for departure and cross-check, please. Prepare for all call.
皆様、ただいますべてのお客様がお揃いになり、前方の搭乗口が閉められました。これより先の携帯電話のご使用はお控えください。どちら様もお座席にお戻りになり、安全ベルトをご着用ください。
Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Delta. My name is Vivian Cholder. I'll be your purser on today's flight. I'm assisted by a crew of 12 additional flight attendants. We have two captains with us today, Captain David Kenekos and Captain Walter Bowden, and they're assisted by First Officers Zubansky and Hagen. On today's flight, we also have our in-flight service representative, Ms. Mitsuki Nakad, who is available and can assist you in both English and Japanese. A safe and comfortable flight is our #1 priority, so before we depart, we're going to be showing you a brief presentation of the safety features of our 747-400 aircraft. Please direct your attention to the video screens and the flight attendants in the aisles. Thank you.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit?
If you're unable or prefer not to perform these functions, just let us know and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions.
You cannot smoke. I'm so sorry.
Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 12 exits on this plane, 12 doors, 5 on each side of the main deck, and 1 door on each side of the upper deck. 8 doors on the main deck have detachable slides that can be used as rafts. The doors on the upper deck and those over the wings have slides that may be used in the land evacuation only. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, life vests are either between your seats, under your seats, or in a compartment under your armrest. To use, pull the tab to remove the vest from its container and then open the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist. If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tabs at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come through the cabin for our final safety checks, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Thanks for your attention. Enjoy your flight.
Flight attendants, please prepare for departure.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're number 1 here at 9 left. They're trying to coordinate our departure out of Atlanta here with the rest of the little airplane. So we're just be a few minutes before we depart. Once we do get airborne, it's going to take us 13 hours and 5 minutes to get over to Narita today. And should be a fairly smooth ride except for the climb out. May have a few little bumps in the clouds, but for the most part, it'll be a nice smooth flight. And we should arrive early since it's not that long a flight plan today. thanks for your patience, and like I said, we're trying to coordinate here with ATC for our climb out through with the rest of the Atlanta traffic.
皆様、当機は空港管制塔よりの離陸許可を待っております。滑走路上におりますため、皆様におかれましては、降車席にてお待ちいただけますようお願い申し上げます。本日の飛行予定時間は13時間と5分を予定いたしております。
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached an altitude where it's now safe to use approved electronic devices. A list of approved devices can be found in Sky Magazine. For your safety, we do ask that you please remain until the seatbelt sign is turned off. For your convenience, we have a number of restrooms which are located throughout the cabins. Would you please use the restroom in your cabin? Complimentary copies of Sky Magazine and Sky Mall found in your seat pocket. Sky Mall is pleased to offer bonus Sky Miles or a discount on orders placed shortly after today's flight. Details are in the Sky Mall catalog. On today's flight, we're pleased to offer 3 feature films followed by Delta on-air television. Several channels of audio program will also be available throughout the flight. The audio portion for the Delta on-air programming can be heard on channels 1 or 2. A complete list of audio channels is available in the entertainment section of Sky Magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is still illuminated. We'd like to recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated in case we experience any unexpected rough air. Items in the overhead bins may shift during flight, so please be careful when opening the overhead bins. On today's flight in our economy cabin, we're pleased to offer complimentary Coca-Cola products and a choice of peanuts, pretzels, or cookies. In addition, premium sandwiches, wine, liquor, and signature cocktails are available for $7 US. And wine and are complimentary. Our signature cocktails and liquor is available for $7 US or 700 Japanese yen. A complete list of our beverage and selections can be found in Sky Magazine. After our first service, duty-free sales will be beginning. The catalog in your seat pocket describes the merchandise available on today's flight. Use your Delta Sky Miles American Express card to earn double miles for all on-board purchases. We also accept most major credit cards, US dollars, and other currencies. Due to security regulations, we'd like to remind you about restrictions to carry on luggage containing liquids, gels, or creams. If Narita is your final destination, we invite you to consider our full line of attractive products. If you're connecting to another flight in Narita, you must clear security after passing through customs immigration. If you purchase any duty-free items containing liquids, gels, or creams in excess of 3 ounces or 100 milliliters, these products will not be allowed through security and will be confiscated. We recommend you place these in your checked baggage on arrival. Thank you. In a short while, our in-flight service representatives will be coming through the aisles to pass out the forms necessary for entry into Japan. All passengers whose final destination is Japan must complete a customs declaration form. Members of the same family traveling together need only complete one form. In addition, all visitors to Japan must complete an embarkation-disembarkation card. Upon entry into Japan, all visitors aged 16 and older will have 2 fingerprints scanned by an ankless device and a digital photograph taken. Passengers transporting plants or animals should report to the quarantine inspection counter. Please keep the forms with your travel documents for presentation to the customs and immigration authorities on arrival. This is Airlines flight number 801, and our arrival date is the 17th of January, 2010.
Welcome to the world of SkyTeam, the global airline alliance. Every day around the world, we care for over 1 million customers on the ground and in the air with the help of our 11-member and associate airlines. We do our utmost to make sure that you enjoy a relaxing, seamless trip to however far away your travels may take you, to over 900 destinations around the world. Thanks to our leading global hubs, and the single check-in service for our connecting SkyTeam flights, we ensure you a seamless trip, even when you need to connect to reach your final destination. With every SkyTeam flight, you accumulate miles redeemable for award tickets on all member airlines. In short, you have the advantage of going even farther, even sooner. And as a SkyTeam Elite Plus member, you not only earn qualification miles for all future travel, but have even more benefits because you are our priority. Priority check-in, priority boarding, priority reservation and standby listing, priority baggage delivery. And of course, access to our exclusive airport lounges, which offer you and a guest a moment of calm from the airport hustle and bustle. We have over 400 lounges around the world where you can put your feet up and relax, freshen up, have a drink or work in our dedicated business areas. Preparing for your trip is a breeze with a simple click on www.skyteam.com. For not only flight schedules, but information and event listings covering your destination city, even time, currency, and weather conditions. You can also discover unique SkyTeam offers, such as around-the-world fares on our Europe, America, or Asia Pass, which will give you a convincing reason to discover the world with SkyTeam. Because at SkyTeam, you are our priority. SkyTeam, caring more about you.
皆様、本日はデルタ航空をご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。スカイマイル会員、パートナープログラム会員の方は本日のフライトで約6850マイルをご獲得いただけます。機内紙スカイとスカイモールショッピングカタログがお座席のシートポケットにございます。どうぞご自由にお持ち帰りください。スカイモールではフライトの後すぐにご注文いただきますとボーナスマイルもしくは割引の特典がございます。詳しくはカタログをご覧ください。まもなくいたしますとお飲み物とご夕食をお持ちいたします。メインキャビンのお客様にはビール、ワインを無料で、その他のアルコール飲料、またカクテルを日本円にて700円、アメリカドルにて7ドルでご提供いたしております。成田国際空港到着前には、ご朝食とお飲み物をお持ちいたします。お食事の後には免税品の販売がございます。商品につきましては、シートポケットにございますカタログをご参照ください。保安強化のため、お客様手荷物の液体、ジェル、クリームなどの機内持ち込みは、引き続き制限されております。成田国際空港到着後、お乗り継ぎ便のある方は、保安上の理由により、香水、化粧品、お酒類など、液体物などの機内への持ち込みが禁じられておりますので、当便でのご購入の液体類の商品は、お持ち込みになることができませんため、当便でのご購入はお控えいただくことをお勧めいたします。ビジネスエリートにお座りのお客様には、ビデオオンデマンドシステムをご用意いたしております。プログラムはコントローラーの画面にインターアクティブという表示が出た後ご利用いただけます。ボタンを押してからシステムが作動するまでに若干時間を要する場合もございますが、そのままお待ちください。これよりお手持ちの電気製品をお使いいただけます。飛行中使用できる電子機器の一覧表が機内紙スカイに記載されておりますのでご参照ください。この飛行機には13カ所の化粧室がございます。保安上の理由により前方や2階席の化粧室付近でまとまってお過ごしいただくことはお控えください。まもなくいたしますと日本入国に際し必要な書類をお配りいたします。日本国籍の方はご家族で1枚税関申告書を受け取りの上ご記入ください。 本日の飛行予定時間は13時間と9分を予定いたしております。これより先もどうぞごゆっくりとおくつろぎください。
Seatbelts, please. Seatbelt o shime kudasai. Chinko hao and Chandai.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are encountering some very bumpy air. We need everyone to return to their seats right now and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you. Please sit down. Thank you. Flight attendants, please bring your carts in and discontinue the service. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we're asking our flight attendants to take their seats and discontinue our service. We'll be up and continue the service just as soon as the air smooths out a bit. Thank you.
気流の不安定な地点を飛行中でございます。機長の指示により乗務員も一時着席をさせていただきます。サービスが中断いたしますことをあらかじめご了承ください。
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're experiencing some moderate turbulence here. That's right everywhere over Kansas City. So I'm going to ask the flight attendants to be seated until further notice at this time, please. It's going to last for another 15 minutes or so at least, so as far as we can tell. But we're trying to work with air traffic control to get a better altitude, but all altitudes are fairly bad, they say.
皆様、当機は引き続き気流の不安定な地点を飛行しております。どちら様も安全ベルトのご確認を今一度お願いいたします。ただいま操縦室にて皆様に快適にお過ごしいただけますよう高度の調整を行っております。この揺れはこれより約15分ほど続く予定でございます。乗務員も一時着席をさせていただいております。あらかじめご了承ください。
Seatbelts, please. Seatbelt o shime kudasai. Chinko hao and Chandai.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain once again. We're starting our descent, as you can tell, into the Narita airport. We should be on the ground in just about 25 minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent into Narita, we do ask that you please return to your seats and check the security of your seatbelts. If you have been using any carry-on luggage during the flight, this would be an excellent time to restow it. We'd like to remind you to exercise caution when opening the overhead compartments, as cabin luggage does tend to shift in flight. At this time, today's audio presentations and video presentations in business class has ended. Your flight attendants will be coming through the aisles to collect headsets and any remaining service items throughout the cabin. For those of you who are using personal electronic devices, computers, we do ask that you turn them off and restow them for the duration of the flight.
皆様、当機はこれより先、成田国際空港へと向け徐々に高度を下げてまいります。これより25分ほど、25分後の到着を予定しております。ただいまの日本時間は1月17日午後2時31分、14時31分でございます。コーチお出しになりましたお手回り品は前の座席の下または上の棚におしまいください。
Ladies and gentlemen, we have received notification for our final approach into Narita. Please raise seat backs, tray tables to the full upright and locked position. Raise aisle armrests up. Please stow video monitors and footrests. Thank you, and we're going to be landing in Narita shortly.
当機は最終の着陸態勢をとっております。お倒しになりましたお座席の背もたれ、テーブル、肘掛けを元の位置までお戻しください。安全ベルトを締めでしょうか。今一度ご確認をお願い申し上げます。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Narita, where the local time is approximately 2:50 in the afternoon. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened and luggage stowed until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and the seatbelt sign is turned off. After the seatbelt sign is turned off, be careful when opening overhead bins to prevent injury from bags that may fall. You may now use mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices. However, personal computers may not be used at this time. We invite you to visit Delta.com for all your travel needs. At Delta.com, you can plan a trip, check in for your flight, and manage your SkyMiles account. While you're there, you can also provide us with feedback about our service and suggest ways to improve the Delta experience. On behalf of Delta and our Sky team and codeshare partners, we'd like to thank you for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board today, and we look forward to serving you again soon. Thank you, and have a great day.
皆様、長らくのご搭乗お疲れ様でございました。 成田国際空港に到着をいたしました。ただいまの時刻は午後2時55分、14時55分でございます。ご安全のため通常のシートベルト着用の際が消されますまで、手荷物などはお取り出しにならず、シートベルトを締めのままお席にてお待ちください。ただいまよりパーソナルコンピューター以外の携帯電話を含む電子機器をご使用いただけます。シートベルト着用サインが消され、上の棚よりお荷物を取り出しになる際には、中のお荷物が滑り落ちてくる場合もございますので、十分ご注意ください。乗り継ぎ便、お預けになられたお荷物、交通機関に関する情報が必要な方は、地上職員にお尋ねになるか、インフォメーションモニターをご確認ください。次回のご旅行には、当社ホームページ nwa.com/jp または delta.com をぜひご利用ください。航空券の情報などをご覧いただけるほか、フライトの24時間前からオンラインでチェックインをお済ませいただくこともできます。皆様のビジネスやご旅行の機会にぜひノースウェスト航空をご利用いただけますよう、乗務員一同心よりお待ち申し上げております。
And ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, stopping a little bit short of the terminal there, just taxied, opened up that gate, aircraft in the way. It should take just a couple minutes for the aircraft to taxi and move, and we'll be underway. Should be just a couple minutes, please bear with us. Thank you for cooperation. Please remain seated. Watch for that seatbelt sign. Listen to the flight attendants. Thank you.
ご案内申し上げます。ただいますべてゲートが塞がっておりますため、当機は一旦このまま駐機し、ゲートが開き次第、ターミナルへと向け、再び動き出します。どちら様もお座席にてお待ちいただけますようお願い申し上げます。
Flight attendants, doors for arrival, cross-check all call and cabin lighting, please.